Euro pound here. Been a few days since I looked at this. Had this drawn out. You can see that it's really screwing us around because, well, kind of. So the price did come down, broke this area here. I was looking for a retest, and I completely broke through. So I never took a trade on this. There was no actual trade based on the price rejecting here, but then breaking through this. So I would have never taken this based on this candle. But yeah, we're still looking for a short position, just clearly not yet. So we'll clean up all these lines here and see what we're working with now for euro pound. As of right now, there's a ton of bull momentum right out of this. You can see these candles, this huge rejection here, and then boom, boom, higher highs, higher lows. So it's still below the 4-hour moving average though, and way below the daily. So, but there is this area here. I'm curious to see how today's candle closes, because right now it looks super bullish, but there's a chance that it pulls back into this area and then could be showing us signs of going back down. But my first, just looking at this, I mean, I have no intention on taking a trade on this anytime soon, but I do think that this area is probably most likely where it's going to head back up to. Just don't think it's real bearish yet. In this area here, for a long time, you can still see like it's giving us issues. So I'll leave this zone in here. This zone I'll delete. So right now, this is our main area to break, and it just does not want to. So you can see here was basically support. These wicks are just above it, but then this one came in. This one came in heavily rejected. So this is our our price to break. And actually, if we find a whole level here, it's 85. So this 85 level is just huge for this this pair. So we need this to break, and until then I'm probably not looking for a short, but I do think price is coming back up to this area right here, and we'll retest this moving average, and finally maybe that'll be the start of the true downside, because we thought it was here, but no, it got got bought up. So we'll see if this level here just above 85.80 is kind of our sweet spot. You got the 50% and the 618 retracement, so that's nice to see today. So probably know by tomorrow how this is going to play out, and maybe going to next week we'll look for that short position, something like this, back down to at least 85, and then retest that 85 level, and then hopefully go lower. But I mean, that could be a whole next month play. But for right now, this is our main situation we're looking at. We're looking at price coming up to about 85.80, and then looking for rejection, and then possibly sliding in a short position if structure allows it. So once price hits this area here is 85.82 area, you want to start seeing rejection. You want to start seeing lower lows, lower highs on these smaller time frames. So as of right now, this is super bullish on these smaller time frames. This 30-minute, you can see prices way above this moving average. You can see it's just higher highs, higher lows, just super bullish structures. So we need that to switch directions. Once price hits this area, then be looking for a possible entry. So I'm just going to, curious, no. So I think what might happen is we have liquidity areas here on this 4 hours. So you have this area here, which is the upper half of this main area here. I think this used to be this was the previous. If you just look at the 4 hour, I'll delete this for now so we can see. This is a good lesson. So this is the previous liquidity area for the 4 hour time frame, and it used to be this one. So it used to be this one, and then price broke down, tried to come back up, created this one. So there is a chance that price creates a new lower liquidity area, either right at this one or like half in this one. Could create something like this. I mean, could even be creating one right now as we speak, depending on, there's still over 2 hours left on this candle to close, so it's way too soon to say on that one. But there's a chance that it creates another liquidity zone right around these two or slightly below. So that is kind of what I'm waiting for. It's price to come back up to this area, and ideally my main one is just this one. So based on just how how these wicks formed previously, it's kind of what I'm waiting for now. So waiting for price to come up to here. I mean, maybe 85, 82, but I'd probably like to wait a little bit longer. I mean, I'll start watching this. I think we'll start watching this right when it comes up to 180, or it comes up to 85, 82, which is this 50% retracement zone, which is kind of where I would want to, you know, consider a price. So I'm actually going to just make this bigger so that we know between right here and right here is that's our 50% to 618 retracement, which just happens to be kind of taking up both of those smaller liquidity areas that I drew out. Remember, this one up here and then this one up here. So this big area just kind of consumes both of them there. So we'll see what happens when price comes up to 85, 82. I'll be looking for a possible entry if structure switches to the downside, because I mean, we do have a lower high as of this segment here versus these ones. So I mean, it's just a little bit tough to say now, but we might know by the end of the week how this plays out. If it hits this area today or early tomorrow, tonight even, and then sells off dramatically, then we might know that this does want to head back lower and we're going to target 85 levels. So that's what I'm waiting for Euro Pound, but I'll keep you guys posted. In a few days we'll update this and see what she's looking at. Maybe it's a big trade for next month, but who knows? Just have to wait it out and see if there's profits to be made in this.